Welcome back to the Basement Boys podcast and this week's free episode. If you're interested in bonus episodes, behind the scenes, bloopers, and more, check out patreon.com/basementboyspodcast, where most of that content is available for just $2 a month. Regardless, we appreciate all your support and we hope you enjoy this episode. Hi, Zach. Alright, now that all of our viewers are gone, welcome to another driving episode of the Basement Boys podcast. Today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter because we're going to Walmart, right?
Yep.
I already forgot. We're going to Walmart.
It's not worth remembering.
However, Walmart's like a 30-minute drive there and back, give or take. So normally that would be an hour-long podcast, but because we don't start recording until like 5 to 7 minutes away from our house, so y'all don't know where we live, and therefore we're gonna have to stop recording as we come within 5 to 7 minutes of our house. This podcast is ultimately gonna be a little bit shorter than an hour, which is fine. I mean, a lot of our podcasts lately haven't even made the 50-minute mark, which I don't really care about, honestly. I think that's kind of dumb. I don't know, it's a dumb rule that we set on ourselves almost because every other podcast does it. That like you have to be within 50 minutes to an hour. You know, don't really go below 50 minutes. Don't really go above an hour.
Yeah, and I think like towards the end of us actively trying that, it felt like we were like trying to make more time happen.
Yeah, we were like forcing conversations and such. And I mean, I guess podcast culture and just podcasters in general are finally shifting, and it probably is that way because, you know, most big podcasts, at least back in the day, were exactly an hour, you know, with a few minute leeway, but pretty much exactly an hour. And now, I don't know, the podcast culture is shifting, which I appreciate. A lot of the podcasts I watch are all over the place. Each episode is vastly different in time and just pacing in general. But yeah, overall, it's going to be a shorter episode. I also like to talk a lot about other podcast related things in these introductions just to get them all out of the way. And Zach finally has his first episode ever of bonus content going up on the Patreon today. I'm really excited. I've uploaded a ton of bonus videos from my two channels. I've uploaded bloopers from my vlog channel. I've uploaded bonus gaming videos. I uploaded a video playing Mario Kart with my dad.
Fuck you.
Oh, turn your ring. It wouldn't be a Basement Boys episode though without...
If my phone didn't interrupt somehow.
Yeah. But I uploaded a video to the Patreon.
Jesus Christ!
I really wish we had the camera facing forward. Yeah. If the camera was facing forward, you get to see how dumb this absolute fucking moron in the Chevy Silverado is in front of us.
Bro, you're not even getting ahead in any way.
He's not getting any head. In any form. Anyways, I even uploaded a video with my dad where I played Mario Kart with my dad on the Patreon. So I've been uploading all these bonus content, all these bonus videos, I should say, for my personal channels. Meanwhile, Zach, because he doesn't really upload to YouTube, hasn't really had any bonus content to upload to the Patreon.
So, to be fair, also, getting the footage you got from me was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Because I've just been super annoyed lately. So like every Discord notification of you asking for like footage was just like, fuck off, go away.
I wasn't gonna get mad, but now I'm getting mad. That's the other thing. So Zach isn't even editing this video.
It's true.
I'm editing his own footage for him. And I had to, as he said, fight tooth and nail just to get him to send me the footage. But you finally sent me the footage. So now, years later, Zach will have his first Patreon video.
It was less fighting for me to send you the footage and more you fighting for me to go retrieve the footage to give to you.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm still mad about it.
I had to go all the way to Twitch and download a VOD.
Yeah, so it'll be fun at least, because it's not to say I'm not trying to put Zach down, or I'm not trying to put you down, brother. You have put stuff of your own on the Patreon. It's just been those two art pieces, right? I think it's just those two.
There should be a third one.
There's a third one coming, but those two. And that's fine, I'm not, whatever. But I really wanted you to have your own video there, because it just looked, off balance.
It's what, like 6 for you now and like none for me still?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't proportionate. I have at least 5 or 6 videos on there and Zach had 0. Again, 2 art projects, but 0 videos. So now I'm editing a video for Zach, and it'll go up on the Patreon, and technically it'll be your first upload in months.
Yeah.
It just won't be on your YouTube channel, it'll be on the Patreon.
I need to cobble together anything at all.
If you want YouTube videos, you gotta edit them yourselves. I'm not editing your YouTube videos for you.
Oh, but you used to.
I'll do the Patreon because we share the Patreon. I'll edit videos for you for the Patreon. Otherwise, you gotta help yourself out here a little bit. I remember when I used to edit videos for you.
Bitch.
Those were good days. Those were fun videos.
That was like a wasp mom if I've ever seen one.
A what?
A wasp mom?
What is a wasp mom?
Oh, fuck. I forget the actual acronym. It's something Aryan something. Fuck. I feel like shit for not remembering that. Hold on.
For some reason, I heard WAP at first.
WAP? Yeah, no. I don't think that really has been wet in a very long time.
Damn, Zach. Why didn't you just call her a Karen? She kind of looked like a Karen.
Yeah,
Are you looking up wasp mom?
Yep. Okay. White Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
I've never heard of that before. That's funny. That's real funny. Yeah. We just got a lot of stuff going on. We got that video I'm editing for Zach going up the same day this podcast is going up. And then this weekend we have a Patreon podcast. So another episode of the podcast if you want to watch that. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We're making so much content lately, and by we I mean
you're making so much content.
It's pretty much me. I'm making a ton of content lately. Also, I fell back down into my addiction, and when I explain it, the viewers might not understand, so I'll explain it to them. But when I say it, you're gonna immediately know what I'm talking about. I once again am improving my stream. So, as Zach knows, and as all you know, I have a problem where like once a month or once every 2 months, I just drop everything I'm supposed to do for a day and decide I'm going to improve something about my Twitch stream. Whether it's improving graphics, improving audio, improving video, like adding cool things to the stream. I'm doing that today.
What do you...
And it's because I found out a new thing on Twitch. I'm still discovering things about Twitch 4 years into streaming, and maybe it's just because I'm dumb. Maybe it's just because, I don't know, I'm not a professional streamer. I'm doing this casually right now, so that's why I don't know as much. But I was watching Steven Suptic stream Among Us today, and he doesn't have like follow notifications or anything. He only really has sub and donation notifications, and his donation notifications are pretty basic. But I was noticing, and I've watched a ton of his streams before, so I don't know how I didn't pick up on this, but I noticed today when I was watching him this morning, his sub notifications were different, like each one, and it wasn't.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like because of the different tier of sub. Like that would make sense. Like a tier 1 sub has a certain notification, a tier 2 sub has a different notification, a tier 3 sub has a different notification. It wasn't that. Every sub notification was different. Like it almost felt randomized, and each one was just like a different one-liner he had recorded, where it was like, "Thanks for the sub, but you should probably leave," or Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was just okay. Just like things like that. And each one was different. There were at least 10 of them I picked up on. And I'm like, oh, this is funny. And some of them repeated, but it was pretty much a new one every time. And I thought that was so cool. I'm like, how do you do that on Twitch? Like, I've never done that before. I know how to make different variations for different tiers. Like, I know on my stream, there are different variations for, say, how much you donate. But I didn't know how to make variations for the same notification,
right?
Just for subs. So I tested it out with my follows, and I figured it out, and I've fallen down the rabbit hole. So my follow notification on Twitch is the sound of a Pokeball opening and a GIF of the Pokemon Absol, because he's one of my favorites. So I immediately thought, this is...
that the guy flashed me on after I was already going. Continue.
He was old, alright, give him a break, Zach. I immediately realized, oh, this is going to be so easy to expand upon, because I don't even have to change the sound of the follow notification with each one. So what I'm now doing,
oh boy,
is I'm adding, at least by the end of the day, hundreds of different follow notifications, each one a different Pokemon GIF. and they're all just like Pokemon I like, and I like a lot of Pokemon, so I'm adding a ton. All right, the original follow notification, if you followed me on Twitch, it would just show up as an Absol. Now when someone follows me on Twitch in the future, it could show up as one of hundreds of Pokemon. And again, I don't even need to change the sound with each variant because it's a Pokeball opening. I just need to change the GIF. So I've added like Araquanid, Charizard, Raichu, like tons of different Pokemon.
Is Araquanid the one that you, the little spider guy you had in Sword?
Araquanid is the Pokemon I fell in love with the most in Sword.
I can't fucking find that one. I've been looking so hard.
I don't know enough about the games.
Araquanid.
I don't know enough about the games to say confidently whether or not it's in Shield. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. But and that happens, by the way, with almost every Pokemon game I play. With each new Pokemon game, I find just one Pokemon and I fall in love with it. It doesn't even have to be a new Pokemon. Like Araquanid isn't new to Sword and Shield. It's been in past games. I just, never really
fucking hated him up till now.
I didn't hate him, but I just never really cared about Araquanid as Pokemon. And then when I got it in Sword and Shield, it just became my like one true love. And it's just been that way with every Pokemon game. Like my first Pokemon game, I fell in love with Ninetales, and since then Ninetales has always been my favorite. But then as I play each one, I add a new Pokemon to my like love list.
Tier list of Pokemon that I enjoy.
I add a new Pokemon to my harem.
I have a fucking problem where like I like too many Pokemon to have a party.
Turn off your notification.
They are off. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, what was that sound?
Well, that was my car telling me I got a text.
Oh, wow. Even your car's interrupting these podcasts, eh?
Yep.
You really just love to interrupt these podcasts, eh?
Listen, these podcasts deserve to be interrupted.
Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy. How did I even get down to this topic? Oh, yes. So I'm adding a ton of variants now.
Yep.
I've already added at least like 20, and I want to add another 100 when we get back to the apartment after this podcast.
Oh, boy.
So by the end of the day, when someone follows me on Twitch, they'll get potentially one of up to 200 different notifications.
Goddamn.
They'll get one of 200 different Pokemon appearing on the screen as their follow notification. And I think that's so cool. I'm so happy about it. I'm just hyping myself up. Like, it's just it elevates my stream further.
Yeah.
Which I need to do if I want to grow and I want to like become a serious streamer.
I should elevate my stream at all.
You should just stream at all.
Yes, that is true.
You know what I noticed today though?
What?
When I was editing the footage for you, and I was both obviously looking at my Twitch account to improve it and looking at your Twitch account because I'd edit footage for you. Your VODs last longer than mine. My VODs expire in 14 days. Yours expire in 60, and it's because you have Twitch Prime. And I don't, because I don't got the money.
Oh, that's fucked.
Because I don't have the money for Twitch Prime.
That's actually fucked up.
Yeah. I'm like, because I was like, how does he still have these Mario Kart VODs from 2 months ago? And I Googled it, and it's because you're Twitch Prime.
I mean, at least there's a benefit for streamers to have Twitch Prime.
Yeah. But sadly, I can't afford it, so my VODs expire in 14 days. But yeah, it's just awesome. I'm having a lot of fun just making hundreds of follower notifications. Especially because it's easy. And, I'm passionate about Pokemon. I really like Pokemon as a game. So that makes it fun as well.
I didn't really care much for Pokemon until I played Shield. And now I don't I can't stop.
You can't stop?
I'm trying hard and I cannot.
Well, if you're getting that addicted to
was something I could have streamed, but then I fucked it up.
If you're getting that addicted to Shield, I would love to see you play like a Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or like Black and White 2, maybe Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Like those games are so good. Meanwhile, I personally find Shield to be so disappointing.
Sword and Shield, I'm just upset about it. I finished, I'm the champion right now, and apparently there's more shit I have to do before I can go catch the fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
I just want to catch Zenyatta.
Zenyatta.
I just want to catch Zenyatta so I can fucking call it a day.
Yeah,
And I went to like go do it real quick this morning before I came home, and fucking there was no way.
As an avid Pokemon fan, Sword and Shield disappoints me, and I gotta clarify because I might make some people angry by saying that. Sword and Shield are good video games, but I just don't think they're that good at Pokemon games. Like, I don't know. It still bothers me that, you know, you have to spend all this money on DLC if you want apparently like better content. From all the people I know who have purchased the DLC, they say it's almost better than the actual story.
Okay.
So like you have to pay money to get a better version of the game, which, you know, would make sense if this was EA, but this is Pokemon. Like, there's never been DLC this expensive before.
How expensive is the DLC?
I think it's $15. I can't speak.
It's 15 balls, say.
$15 each, and there's 2 of them. And people are also forgetting that, you know, the whole National Dex situation, which a lot of people have just blown off by now, but I still think it's a problem. Like, you went from being able to catch them all, as, you know, the song says. You went from being able to catch them all to now in Sword and Shield. If you just buy the game, you can catch 400 out of 800. If you buy the game, well, not even if you just buy the game, you gotta buy Pokemon Home too and Nintendo Online.
Oh?
So that's an extra like 30, 40 bucks.
Wait, why do you have to buy that?
To get all 400? Oh wait, well, to trade, you have to
trade to level up.
Yeah, to trade, you have to have Nintendo Online. So,
which, by the way, just to, while I'm thinking of it, is the Abra series in Sword and Shield? Because I haven't seen one yet.
You're asking the wrong person. I have not played Sword since I beat it.
Apologies.
I haven't played that game in forever, dog. But just to continue my rant real quick. If you also buy the DLC, you can now catch 600 out of 800. They still don't have every Pokemon in that game. If your favorite Pokemon is, say, I'm trying to think of one I know isn't in the game. Golem. Golem isn't in the game. If your favorite Pokemon is Golem, or just Geodude, a simpler version. If your favorite Pokemon is Geodude, you can't have your favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You can't obtain it. Can't use it. Screw you. Like, you're fucked. And I think that's so dumb. Even after buying both DLCs.
But then I think that's dumb, but on top of that, they let shit like Kling Clang in.
It makes me mad. It just is asinine to me. And this is how you know I'm going full nerd when I'm getting this hype about Pokemon. I'm getting this emotional. Is if you buy the game, $60, Nintendo Online, $35 a year, Pokemon Home, I think it's like $5 or $10 a year, I forget. So where are we at right now? We're up to $100. Plus both DLCs. So now we're up to $130. You spend $130, and I'm being lenient. That number could be higher because I don't remember all of the prices. That number probably is higher. If you spend $130, you still can't catch them all. In the last Pokemon game, you spent $60, can catch them all. In this Pokemon game, you spend $130, you can catch 600 out of 800. Honestly, they should add that to the song. It sounds better. Pokemon, catch 600 out of 800. It's me and you.
Like, you and me.
You and me. I don't care. I'm mad, right?
I know.
It kills everything that Pokemon has been before. And again, while Pokemon Sword and Shield are still good video games, I don't think they're good Pokemon games. This concludes my rant as we have made it to Walmart. This podcast will continue after Zach buys his
After these short messages.
After these short messages. Yeah, Zach's gonna go buy groceries.
I think we can just like cut to a fake commercial for Pokemon.
I'm not making a fake commercial. You put way too much expectations on me for a podcast that has 20 subscribers. And we're back. I didn't know what we were coming to the store for. I didn't know what groceries you were buying.
I didn't buy much.
When you said you were getting chocolate chip cookies in the store, I asked you why, and your answer...
Because I think it'll help me feel better to like bake something.
Because you're sad?
I'm sad.
Why are you sad?
I'm unemployed.
It's been like 3 weeks.
It's been like a week and a half.
It's been like 2 weeks. No, I get it. And hopefully baking and eating chocolate chip cookies will make you feel better, Zach.
And everyone also in the house as well.
Oh, you're gonna share them?
Of course I'm gonna show. My guy. This accident would have been on you.
I think he knew that he cut you off because he looked very
disappointed in himself.
Yeah, he looked apologetic.
Yep. I appreciate when people are able to admit their faults to me and themselves. Do you want me to... I'm gonna turn left here.
Yeah, you should just turn left here. You're okay. You got this, Zach. I believe in you.
The GPS is being whack. I don't think it had no idea where we were.
You got this. I believe that you can successfully drive us home, mostly because I would like to be driven home successfully without much interruption. I've got like 120 more Twitch notifications to make. I'm so excited. That actually makes me like...
I'm excited for that.
It makes me happy and excited doing that.
Oh, that's adorable.
That's why
I've got a little like Jack keychain hanging off their trailer hitch instead of a ball sack. I appreciate that.
Okay, well, you keep saying... Alright. You keep bringing up things that aren't on camera. And
Turn
then
the camera around.
And then you I'm not turning the camera around because that's a lot of work. It's mounted on us, facing us. All I ask is just stop. Just stop being the way that you are. To explain what Zach just said, the car in front of us has a stuffed doll of Jack from The Incredibles hanging from their tail hitch. And it's cool, I guess.
It's better than a ball sack was the only thing I was saying.
Sure, it's better than a ball sack. I've actually never seen a car with
I saw one recently and I hated it.
I've never seen a car with a ball sack on the back.
It's awful.
I would imagine. But my point is, you can't just say the car has Jack on the bottom of it and expect people to know what you mean. I didn't even remember his name was Jack. I only know because you said it.
I only know because I watched Incredibles 2 like a month ago.
I haven't seen Incredibles 2. Is it good?
It's not the sidekick we wanted this story for.
Okay.
You know how like I don't actually know if you know this or if anyone knows or has made this observation, but a lot of the like second movies for shit is like the story of the sidekick.
Okay.
So everyone was stipulating beforehand that The Incredibles 2 would have been about Frozone.
Oh.
And instead it was about Mrs. Incredible.
That would have been dope.
That would have been fucking wonderful.
What a shame. Yeah,
I would have loved more Frozone and his wife interactions.
Honestly. I haven't seen it though. I mean, listen, I don't see a lot of movies anymore. I tried recently to break the cycle and just the rut that I put myself in where I watch the same 3 shows on Netflix over and over and over again. I tried to break that rut and I tried to watch something new. And I watched The Haunting of Bly Manor. And it was just okay. Not that great. And it made me never want to watch something new again.
See, I'm not into horror at all.
It made me not want to try new things on Netflix again because I was like, oh, this was a waste of time.
That's wild.
Watching through this entire season was a waste of time.
Well, I think season 2 of The Boys should be fully out by now.
Yeah, we should probably watch that. I'm down to watch The Boys. That was a good first season.
That was a good unexpected binge that we both did right before I had to leave for work.
Yeah.
Rip job.
It was a little unexpected and a little much. The Boys is a little much. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate gore, but like when it's just like pointless almost, it's just gore for the sake of being gore.
Yeah.
I find that obnoxious. It
and I feel like they were like borderline that.
Yeah, it comes off as uncreative and lazy if you just throw in gore in every other scene. And maybe I'm sounding snobbish right now, and I'm also being way too harsh on The Boys. The Boys is a great show.
Oh yeah.
But it can be a little much.
It's an excellent premise in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Because every like other superhero has been the strong moral compass, all-American bullshit.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to finish my point. The reason I know Twitch would be my dream job is when doing mundane little things like adding this same notification but slightly different 200 times is fun to me.
Yeah.
Like that, I would actually have fun with that. Like, I don't know. I wish, bro. I wish. You know what's crazy? I just registered today, this morning in fact, for my final semester of classes. And after I registered, I logged on to my like degree report.
Yeah.
Basically shows you all the requirements for your degree, all the boxes you need to check, all the classes you need to take.
Yeah.
And it updated with the classes that I registered for. So now every box and every requirement is filled. I haven't taken those classes yet, but it's just like predicting.
Yeah.
It's looking ahead. And it's so satisfying to see my degree be done on paper.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks that I won't get a real graduation. At the same time, I don't really care, because I don't want to sit around for hours listening to the names of people I have no interest in, no care for, just for them to finally call my name, which is at the end of the alphabet, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I'd have to
that was bad enough for high school. I don't want to do it. I would never want to do it for like hundreds of people.
I couldn't even be one of those cool people who have like an A last name. Like, and they get their degree and they can leave after 15 minutes. No, I just sit there. I would have had to sit there for hours just to use my degree. So honestly, I'm okay with not getting a real graduation. It just sucks for like the experience, for the memories, I guess. But yeah, I got 1 semester of classes left after winter. It's crazy. As long as I pass everything, of course. And I still need to do an internship. By the way, fucking scam, first off. Can I just say that? Can I rant about that?
What, internships?
The fact that universities, most universities, mine included, require you to do an internship for pretty much every major is a scam. Even more so when internships are basically unpaid labor.
Oh yeah.
Like, what? First off, why do I even need an internship? Why can't I do like something else? Why can't I take a class in its place? I don't even have a car. I don't know how I'm supposed to do a fucking internship. But like, how am I supposed to drive to a workplace just so I can do an 8-hour day and not get paid for the sake of graduation? But yeah, I need to figure out an internship, and that's pretty much the last thing I gotta do before graduation. I mean, obviously, again, pass my classes, but
yeah,
that's easy enough. It was very satisfying to see my degree completely filled out and just all the many boxes checked off.
Just ticked off.
Yeah, because it's a lot of boxes. I had a lot of requirements for a simple journalism degree. I hate university as a whole. Like, that is obnoxious.
Yeah.
I had to take 2 math classes and 2 science classes and a science lab. So technically 3 science classes just to get a journalism degree, bro.
Well,
like,
and I think
what?
It's also kind of dumb as shit because they want you to like do an internship, but you're already not like an actual internship, but you're writing for a school newspaper.
Well,
you've written for like other shit before.
And that's something I'm trying to figure out, because one person in our school newspaper has convinced the internship office that the school newspaper should count as an internship.
Right.
Because as a journalism major, my internship basically would be writing for a newspaper.
Yeah.
Or at least, an online publication.
Yeah.
And if I'm already doing that for the university, because I'm a member of the university newspaper, why should I do a second version of it? Why should I take up a second, writing job? I'm not getting paid. I'm not even getting paid to write for the school newspaper. So why would I take up an internship to not get paid for another newspaper? So now that one person in the school newspaper has convinced the internship office that writing for the school newspaper should count, I'm trying to hop on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can. That would quell a lot of my complaints, and that would make me just an overall happier person if I can continue to write for the school newspaper and it'll count as my internship. Now
I also feel like it partially should count. And this is my opinion from the outside, where I doubt everyone who's a journalism major is in your school newspaper. Like in your school.
Yeah. We have so few people in the school newspaper. Which,
if that could count as your internship, that would help beef up the numbers for the staff on your school newspaper.
100%. We need people. After this semester,
hire me.
You gotta be a student of the school, bro.
I refuse.
After this semester, we will have the lowest number of people in the school newspaper in at least 10 years.
Damn.
Like, there will be no one left. I'll be one of the few. And then I'm graduating the next semester, so I'll be leaving. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get that to count as my internship. I know from talking to the guy that did it, he did this last semester and got it checked off as his internship. I know, like, you have to go above and beyond. I'm more than willing to do that. It helps that, like, right now, I'm only writing 1 article a week.
So above and beyond for you could literally be 2.
Well, above and beyond for me could be like 3 easy. I could write 3. Yeah. I could be writing 3 articles a week right now. The only reason I'm not is because I'm lazy. I'm not getting paid for it, and it's not my internship. But if it becomes my internship, I can easily write 3 articles a week. Like, no problem, brother. So I understand I'm gonna have to go above and beyond. It's not gonna be a free internship, but I would like for the university to let me do that.
Yeah.
I still need to put the plan into place, so it's not like the university is shutting me down right now. It's not like they have said no yet. But if they do say no, I might flip shit because I don't want to write for another newspaper.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, like, and I honestly, that's a good point I didn't think of, so thank you, Zach. That means a lot to me because I might throw that into my proposal for my internship, that if I do get an internship at another newspaper, I probably won't be able to write for the school newspaper, and that's one less person the school newspaper has, and they can't lose anyone right now.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm definitely adding into my proposal. Thank you for giving me that suggestion.
Yeah, no problem. It's here to help.
I'm very high energy today.
Yes,
on both ends of the spectrum. Like good energy and bad energy. Like I'm mad about school, but I'm also happy because I'm graduating soon. I don't know. We haven't even talked about the one topic, by the way, we planned for this episode. We've only talked about topics not planned for this episode.
Yep.
Our topic for this episode was dreams, because you said you've been having dreams lately that almost predict the future. And I'm curious what you mean by that.
Not so much lately, but like in general. So, and most of it's mundane bullshit that is like conversations we've had.
Mm-hmm.
So like, for instance, I swear to God, like on multiple occasions, we've been having a conversation and I've been like, I had a dream about this. And I've told you and you've been like, what?
Yeah.
And then like, it turns out that was the dream, and the one where I decided not to tell you because I didn't want to like raise concern of any sort was the one. But I finally, last night on Reddit, I was scrolling through and I found what it actually is. It's called Deja Reeve. It's similar to Deja Vu, but where you've dreamed of a future moment.
Okay.
And I do that often.
See, I've never done that before, and I'm curious. Like, do you have any more examples?
None that like come to mind because it's never for anything of value.
Okay. That's
like it's never like a dream that is a warning of something to come. It's always like a conversation.
That's weird. I've never dreamed of a future event. I've had a lot of dreams of me dying. So like, maybe I've dreamed of my own death because I've dreamed of thousands of different ways I've died. But I don't really count that because, you know,
you're not going to know until the moment, and then what's the point?
It's not like I'm having the same dream over and over and over again about like getting in a car accident and then I get in a car accident and die. I've had so many different dreams about so many different ways of dying.
Yeah.
I've just given up keeping count.
Surprisingly, car accident has never been one.
Really?
Yeah, like it's always some bullshit apocalypse garbage.
Yeah, I've had some apocalyptic dreams, but I don't know. I don't have that. I have another. However, I have been having like Inception style dreams lately, and I've told you about this.
Yeah.
Where like I'm in one dream and then I wake up in another, and it's like a completely different one. The greatest example I can give you, as we're starting to run out of time here on the podcast, we're coming within,
10 to 20 hours of our home.
We're coming into the town in which our apartment exists, and by that point we're gonna have to turn off the video. But I had a dream about 2 weeks ago where it was like a super sci-fi fantasy dream, and I woke up and I was on a reality game show, and then I woke up and I was playing a video game, and every time I wake up I think I'm no longer dreaming until I wake up again and I realize, oh, that was a dream too, but this one isn't. And what made this recent event even more fucked is the final level of the dream was mixed with like sleep paralysis. So after having like 6 different dreams, started with a fantasy dream, then I was on a reality game show, then I was playing video games. The last level of the dream, like 5 dreams later, was me laying in bed in my room, thinking I was actually awake. But instead, I was like having sleep paralysis, and I like couldn't move, couldn't do anything. And then after being stuck in sleep paralysis for a little bit, I finally woke up for good. And like, it's never done that before. Those 2 things have never crossed paths. I've experienced sleep paralysis before, and I've experienced those Inception style dreams where you keep waking up in a new dream.
Yep.
But it's never been both. And
I don't think I've ever done either.
I don't mind the Inception dreams because they can be fun sometimes. It's like, oh, 1 second you're in medieval times and the next second you're in the future. But sleep paralysis fucking sucks. I hate that.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they mixed made it even more fucked because I thought, finally, I'm awake, just experienced like 5 or 6 different dreams, and now I get to, you know, go about my day. And I couldn't move. Couldn't get out of bed. Just stuck in bed. And it's fucked. I don't have sleep paralysis as bad as other people. Some people, you know, obviously, the common term associated with sleep paralysis or sleep paralysis demons, where like they're stuck in bed and there's a figure in their room and it's terrifying and they can't move and they can't escape it. And it's getting closer and closer. That doesn't happen to me. My sleep paralysis it's way more nice and calm, but it's still kind of terrifying because I can't move.
Yeah.
Like one time I had sleep paralysis and my girlfriend was like just in the room. She was on her computer or something, and then she closed her laptop and laid down in bed next to me. But I couldn't move, like I couldn't hold her or couldn't talk to her, but she just like lay down in bed next to me and fell asleep next to me, which is calming in a way, but also terrifying because I just couldn't move. And then finally, when I, you know, was able to wake up from the sleep paralysis, my girlfriend wasn't there. I was sleeping alone that night. Like I was just alone in my room, which made it even more weird that I had a sleep paralysis dream with my girlfriend in it when she wasn't actually there. It's just been weird, and I don't like sleep paralysis at all. I really wish
that it would stop.
Yeah. The first time it ever happened to me was the worst, thankfully, and it's never been that bad. The first time I had sleep paralysis, and maybe it was this bad because my body didn't know how to deal with it, but not only could I not move, couldn't speak, I couldn't really breathe.
Oh, damn.
So I just felt like I was choking and like running out of air. And finally, after like 25 to 30 seconds of not being able to breathe, I like was able to muster up the strength in my one shoulder to flip myself up on my side.
Yeah.
And I spit out like a lot of like, it was almost like, yeah, it was almost like spit and a big gust, like, I can't speak, a big like gust of air came out, like, and I could finally breathe again. Like I was able to roll over to my side finally, and just a ton of spit and air flew out of my mouth. And
Wild.
It was terrifying. I thought I was gonna like choke to death in sleep paralysis. And thankfully that's never happened again. Now my sleep paralysis is just me like being stuck in bed, not being able to move. But yeah, I don't like it. I want it to stop. Thankfully it's not very frequent. It's only happened about 5 or 6 times, and it started, the first one where I almost choked to death happened like 2 years ago. So it's only like 3 times a year I get sleep paralysis, but it's still bad, and I would like it to stop.
I don't have sleep paralysis or Inception dreams, but I'm almost certain at this point that I have like sleep apnea or something like that. Because like I don't know if you've ever, and I've never like heard my own snoring, but it apparently sounds like I'm actively suffocating.
Really?
Which is wonderful.
Huh? Maybe you should record yourself overnight one night, like while you sleep.
I should just do a live stream of me sleeping.
Do a sleep live stream, and you get banned on Twitch for
showing the second ever death on Twitch.
Yeah. Twitch admins think you're actually dying when you're just, you know, not. You're just having a bad sleep.
Yeah.
You're just not able to breathe properly.
But like after talking to a friend of mine, they have sleep paralysis and they can't lie on their back without like having it and there being a sleep paralysis demon involved.
And that's something I'll agree with. I don't sleep on my back, but I roll around a lot in my sleep.
Yep.
So every time I've had sleep paralysis, it's been when I'm on my back. again, I don't fall asleep on my back. I always sleep on my stomach. But throughout the night as I move, I sometimes roll over onto my back, and that's every time it's happened, it's been on my back. So I will concur to that statement. Like,
agree.
That is the, I guess, the trigger for it, maybe.
I just scrolled through my screenshots a little bit more to look at the election, to see what else I have screenshot. And one of the things is the election results, because I wanted to text my dad to make sure I fully understand how it works. And I do, but the same states are light red now than were 2 days ago when I asked him.
Yeah.
Which is honestly annoying as shit.
Nothing's really changed for 2 days. The election's taking forever. I'm convinced that the same people counting ballots in Nevada are DMV workers, because it's the worst. I don't even really care that much about who wins, because I feel like either way, we're fucked.
It's a bad election.
It
really is.
I feel like every election, people say it's picking between two poisons. This election, it's picking between two lethal injections.
Honestly.
So I don't really care. I just want it to be over. I don't care who wins. I just want it to be over. I said last night on Twitter, I care more about which cereal is better than which president wins.
Yeah, well, I don't think people who's president is gonna have some effect, but it's never been much.
Yeah, I mean, the Senate and the House matter more.
Yeah.
But before we get too deep into politics, we should end this podcast soon. We're coming within distance of our house. I will say, though, thankfully I don't have too many sleep paralysis moments in my life, but I've been having Inception dreams so frequently now, where I'm more likely to have an Inception dream than a normal one story dream. It's bad. It's getting really weird.
It's a multi-arc series.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I don't really mind the Inception dreams, because at least I get to experience multiple dreams in one night. I don't know. It's kind of cool, but it's weird at the same time. Especially when I jump from a really scary dream to a really good one. It just confuses me. I start to get conflicted.
Just what the fuck is going on?
But yeah, that's gonna be it for the podcast. Hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week. Hopefully back in the studio, if not back on the couch. Thank you all for watching. Any final statements, Zach?
Yeah, you're still in a dream.